Today we're talking about the 7th Tremors film, Tremors Shrieker Island. So let's get started. Graboids have been illegally brought to a new island resort by a rich playboy as a dangerous form of trophy hunting. It's up to Burt Gummer to save the day. Welcome back, everybody, to another Halloween special. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up-and-coming videos. We have yet another Tremors film. This is the 7th film in the Tremors franchise. This is Tremors Shrieker Island, and Michael Gross returns as Burt Gummer once again in the Tremors series. The last couple films also starred Jamie Kennedy as his son, but he doesn't return for this film, but instead we do get John Heder in the film, most known for Napoleon Dynamite. He was also in Blades of Glory. He's in this movie starring alongside Michael Gross. Some of the most recent Tremors movies have tried to switch up the setting, so it's not just your kind of average desert setting we got for most of the Tremors movies. The most recent one we got where it was in the cold winter setting, and then this one is on an island. It's trying to break that mold of that average setting. I do think that the setting works for this film because it kind of limits to where they can run and hide and protect themselves from graboids and shriekers. It puts a new twist on the graboids and the shriekers, and how they could adapt to their surroundings and protect themselves. I really do enjoy, to an extent, the Tremors movies. They are a bit ridiculous. The sequels, though, try their hardest to be entertaining. That's one thing I can say about the Tremors sequels, regardless if they are terrible films, is that they're highly enjoyable to watch. I've seen each one of these movies multiple times, preparing for a ranking video I did a couple years ago for A Cold Day in Hell, and this new one I really did enjoy. I think it does feel a bit tamer for a Tremors movie. There's some really fun action scenes within here, and your classic ridiculous Tremor one-liners and over-the-top characters. It has all of the aspects that we've known for the Tremors movies throughout the years. But what I liked about Shrieker Island, it kind of cut back and felt a little tame on the comedy aspect of it and how ridiculous some of those moments can be, and allowed for some of the action scenes to really take over and be a lot of fun. There's some really big action scenes within this movie, and there's a lot of times where there's a lot of explosions. You tell that they set like different explosions throughout the set, and they were shooting them off left and right. There's a lot of times where just big explosions are happening, but unfortunately, though, they do go the route of the slow motion to kind of add a big punch to the movie. I really don't care about slow motion scenes in action movies at all, so it's just not this Tremors movie, it's just in general, I really don't like that. And they use it a lot. There's even this big moment at the end I was not expecting at all, and they use that slow motion. It really takes you out of it. There are a lot of times where they got that big explosions, the graboids, the shriekers, all of them are just attacking everybody on this island, and then they resort to those slow-mo scenes, and it's just like, come on, let's speed it up. I want to see some really quickly paced action scenes with these monsters attacking the human. Roughly 20 minutes or so of the movie in the beginning, I really didn't know what it was about. I felt like the setup for the story and the people who are on this island illegally bringing these monsters as a form of hunting, I thought the setup for it and the route that they took the beginning of the story, the structure, was a bit confusing. I was watching it and I'm like, okay, there's Gummer and there's John Heder and there's some action scenes in the beginning. I really don't know what this film is about, but once we kind of get back to the island, I do think it's a pretty fun story, having people who brought these monsters to the island to hunt them illegally. It kind of switches up the storyline that we've gotten before in the past. Michael Gross is once again just awesome as this character. He gets to play the character over and over again, and he could be in a retirement home years from now. They could mention the word graboids and shriekers, and he hop out of his bed and do whatever he could to save the day. I've enjoyed the franchise from the first one. Each sequel kind of feels like it's going downhill, but the action scenes are always really fun, and I do enjoy the Tremors movies for what they are. And this newer one is better than some of the most recent sequels. I feel like it was a lot tamer. There was an emotional moment at the end, which I was not expecting. Michael Gross is once again really good. John Heder fills the role fine. I feel like you could have really got anybody to play that character, and it would have been just perfect and nothing different. But he's good in the role and works alongside Michael Gross pretty good in the movie. The action scenes do feel big, and the CGI for the graboids, shriekers, the monsters look pretty good for it being a straight-to-home video film. I won't be doing a ranking video for the Tremors movies, but I would say it's better than A Cold Day in Hell and the 5th Tremors movies, and the 4th one as well. So it's better than some of the most recent ones we got. I recommend checking it out if you are a fan of the Tremors movies and if you've been following them since it had started with Kevin Bacon in that movie. And Burt Gummer has come a long way in the Tremors franchise, and he's still relevant to the story. I'm going to go ahead and give Tremors Shrieker Island a B-. Thank you guys for checking my review for Tremors Shrieker Island. Have you guys seen the film? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comments section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming Halloween specials. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you stay spooky, YouTube.